Say, man, we working, man. We working. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't wake me up for my bro.
Nah, bro. Nah. Hey, going on vacation, not bringing your running shoes, it's like going on a dinner date and not bringing your wallet, man.
Oh, man.
God damn, man. We went, man. We went up, man. And we ain't missed one.
Errol Spence showed us that he's still training even on vacation. But is it just for recreation? Or is it for a future fight with Fundora? I don't know. But Errol Spence does, and he let us know about it.
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. But if I tell you I'm no good, you know one line.
Yo, what's good, Boxing Talk family? It's your boy, Dr. PG, NG Empraise. Got to get money back for another YouTube video. Banger, man. Yes, sir. Yes, man. I don't know what time it is. The doctor's in the house, man. So check this out. So we have Errol Spence, like I said, and like I showed you earlier, you know, he showed us that he's training and getting it in even during relaxation times. You know, him and Frank the Ghost Martin, man. Both of them are in a similar boat, right? They're both coming off their first loss, both by stoppage. And, you know, we haven't seen him since, you know, Errol Spence for an even longer time. But the rumors has been that strong rumors, loud rumors, even, you know, those rumors that have been reinforced by his actions by showing up in the ring with Sebastian Fundora after his fight. You know, it shows that he would be fighting Sebastian Fundora next, you know, for his belts at 154. But we haven't heard anything. The only thing that we've heard about it is just to postpone it. You know what I'm saying? Postponements, cancellations, you know what I'm saying? So we've just been rescheduling all day. And, you know, it's been what? We heard November, then we heard December, then we heard January, then we heard February, and now we're here in March. And now Errol Spence has another update. Check this out, how he responded to a fan after the fan laid out a nice, terrific, grandioso expectations and scenario for Errol Spence and his return. Yeah, Errol Spence shut that down quick. I'm talking about he killed that man's dreams. His entire scenario that he worked on, he put his little heart and soul into that, you heard me? And Errol Spence just said, nah, bruh, I ain't heard nothing, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think he meant it to be mean-spirited. It's just funny. He was just reacting like, hey, man, I ain't heard nothing. So, you know, that's not going down like that. Now, this doesn't mean that the fight is not going to transpire or happen in the near future, but it does let us know that it's not happening imminently, right? So it may not be in the immediate future, but it may be down the line, or it may not be at all, you know? Now, me, how I feel about it, man, you know, I'm a big Errol Spence fan, man. Shout out to Errol Spence. I think he's one of those guys. Not I think he's demonstrated that he's one of those guys that will fight anybody at any given time, you know what I'm saying? Just like David Benavidez, who's fighting David Morrell. Also Tim Tszyu is one of those guys as well, and many others in the past before. So I think if you're a fan of boxing, I don't know how you don't like Errol Spence. Now, with that being said, you know, he had his infamous car accident, right, into which he returned and he struggled. Well, I want to say he struggled, but he didn't look the same when he fought Yordenis Ugas and Danny Swift Garcia. Now they're champion caliber fighters, being champions themselves, and he beat them, so he still was good enough to beat them. But when it came to Terrence Crawford, you know, and it's been well documented that, you know, he was struggling making weight at 147, but he was a man of his word and said he'll fight Terrence Crawford before going to 154, and he did that and he got slaughtered. Now, with that being said, I'm not giving him an excuse. I think Terrence Crawford, in the manner in which he brutalized Errol Spence, I think that he beats Errol Spence regardless of how Errol Spence comes in. But he definitely did not do himself any favors by having a car accident, you know, and still suffering the residual effects of that, and being drained of the weight by not making it comfortably, you know what I'm saying? Still, Terrence Crawford won in a phenomenal win and in a great fight that we're gonna remember for a long time. But with him getting brutalized like that, with him getting stopped, dropped, you know what I'm saying, and rolled up essentially, you know, it makes me wonder, in addition to having the long layoff sabbatical since that fight, it makes me wonder that is it really in his best interest to fight anymore besides fight a guy like, you know, Sebastian Fundora. You know, that's even worse, a champion who's long and already awkward. Now, can Errol Spence do it? I have no doubt. He's a beast, you know what I'm saying? That's why we like him. But at the same time, should he do it? I don't know. But I'm a fan of Errol Spence, so I would watch if he doesn't fight, and I will support. I would watch if he does fight, and I will support if he doesn't fight, you know, because health is wealth in these days, you know what I'm saying? You need to keep that and try to preserve that for your family. As long as your finances are in order, which I'm sure he is, seems like a smart dude, then, you know, I would consider retiring, but he's a warrior, you know what I'm saying? And we love that about him. So if he comes back and he fights, I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna root for him. But if he doesn't, I support that too. And I think that, in my personal opinion, because all things considered, I think it might behoove him to just move on, you know, a little bit. But like I said, hey, that's up to him. That's his business. He's a grown man, and I'm gonna watch. And this doesn't mean that the fight isn't happening, but it's not happening anytime soon because he hasn't heard from anybody or anything in regards to the fight in months. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Do you want him to return? Do you want him to settle off to the sunset? You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think, man. Don't forget to smack that like button. You know what I'm saying? But most importantly, remember, with God, we can do anything. Without God, we're nothing. The doctor's out. Peace. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.